So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys my drift build on this R34 here. This is a limited vehicle, but I mean, you guys can copy this build on the normal R34 as well. It's honestly not gonna be that big of a difference, but this is the 2005 Nissan Skyline R34 GTR Z-Tune, which is limited. It has a little bit more power than the normal R34 does, but I mean, it's not going to be that different. So yeah, but just to let you guys know, a quick little disclaimer that this is the limited R34 Z-Tune. But let me actually just go ahead and show you guys this build here. So oh my gosh, this thing actually looks clean. Look at that reflectance. But let me actually show you guys here. So let's go ahead and hop into the customization here. So for the paint here on this car, I have custom paint, and this is the build here: 186, 89, and 38. And for the reflectance, I have it on 2. So that's the paint. And for the wheels, I have this car on, let me actually go ahead and find this. I have no idea what. Alright, so for the tires, I have this thing on some street tires. I have it on these right here, which are fairly cheap actually. It's only $660. But yeah, this is the tires that I have on this car here, $660. And that's pretty much the appearance mods on this car here. Next thing is the performance. So let's see. So this car here actually has a lot of power here. So I have it on stage 3 engine. Typically you would only want to go with like a stage 2 or something, but it really honestly doesn't matter that much. But you should upgrade you should have it at least at stage 2. That's all I'm gonna say. But you could also have it at stage 3 if you'd like. But yeah, you just want to make sure you have enough power to drift. But yeah, I have it on stage 3 engine, stage 3 turbocharging. You want stock brakes, race reduction. You could have sport reduction as well, and have drift tires. Obviously that is very important. You want drift tires. Race transmission. I have the suspension. The suspension does not matter, as well as wheel width and any of these wheel customization stuff here, because this is purely for looks. But the most important factor here is steering, and I actually got this steering from Joji, so I just want to give a quick shout out to Joji. I did not come up with this steering build. Joji did, or I just got it from Joji. So yeah, I'm gonna leave a link to his channel down below. But yeah, this build steering settings right here is from Joji. So 700 steer speed, 300 return speed, 156 steer decay, 7 steer ratio, lock to lock is 280, 90 Ackerman, steep damp steer 205, steer AGG is 200, 500 for the steer torque, and minimum steer decay is 15. So you're gonna want to purchase that. This is very important right here. For the drivetrain, definitely want rear wheel drive. You do not want all wheel drive. Rear wheel drive. Differential, keep a stock, and gearing is 4.104. But you could also have it on stock. It really doesn't matter. But that is pretty much the build here, and I'm gonna just go ahead and start drifting around with this to just show you guys how it is here. But me personally, I like to drift on manual 2 on the 2nd gear and traction control off. And you're just gonna want to keep tapping the parking brake. You really want to play with it. I mean, at first you're not going to be that good, but I mean, you get the hang of it eventually. I'm really not that good at drifting. I hit the curbs a lot, and you really got to practice to get used to drifting. But yeah, I think the best way to drift is manual or semi. It doesn't matter. You definitely don't want automatic though, but pretty much 2nd gear and traction control off, and you're just gonna want to tap the parking brake on and off. As you guys can see down here, my parking brake is going on and off when I'm drifting. It really depends. You gotta really play with it, like I said. But it's kind of hard to drift if you don't tap the parking brake. Keep tapping it, having it on and off. But yeah, I mean, it's honestly this build is really fun at drifting. Like, this car has a lot of power. People like stage 2 stuff, and they don't really put the race reduction, weight reduction all the way to max. But personally, I like having a ton of power. The car feels a lot faster, and it just drifts better. In my opinion, it feels better like this car here. I mean, I could hold drifts forever. I mean, look at this. Super fun at drifting. You drift, like, honestly, I don't really get bored of drifting, especially this build here. You can pull off some pretty, yeah, like I said, you could pull off some pretty clean drifts, but I'm not that good at drifting. I hit stuff all the time, especially curbs. Kind of hard for me to actually pull off some clean drifts. Yup, hit the curb there. But I mean, it's honestly really a lot of fun. If you drift a lot and just play with it, you could really get good at drifting, and you can get some pretty clean drifts. I mean, that was okay. Never mind. I was about to say that was clean, but that was horrible. Just hit the curb there. But I mean, let me know what you guys think of this build. If you guys are not that good with drifting, obviously you guys could lower the power a little bit. It really depends on the car, but you can use stage 2 stuff instead of stage 3, because stage 3 is a ton of power and it's honestly not good at all whatsoever. If you're new, it's kind of hard to drift with stage 3 since the car is going pretty fast. It's tons of fun. I also have a RX-7 which is on stage 2. This car here is on stage 3, so it's I mean this car is crazy. Like it drifts extremely fast, and okay, that was kind of clean. But yeah, this car is stage 3 here, and you can drift around pretty well with it. I mean, look at that. But let me actually just show you guys the RX-7, for example. The RX-7 here is, this RX-7 is on stage 2 upgrades. As you guys can see with the stage 2, this thing does drift a lot slower around the map, but it all honestly depends on personal preference. Okay, what the, I can't even drive straight. But yeah, that was pretty much the R34 build for you guys there. Let me know what you guys think of the build, and let me know if you guys enjoyed the build, if it did help you guys drift better, which I'm sure it did. With the good drift build, you can for sure get good at drifting. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that drift build there. I just wanted to show you guys a quick drift build, but that is pretty much all for today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.